making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. You heard the music coming in. It's Things We're Making Thursday. And for all the new people, you're like, what is that? Yeah, that by the way, that tune's gonna stick in your head. You're welcome. I did not make it. That was from Jess from J Hook Magic. Her and her husband did that. But yeah, so Things We're Making Thursday is a giant collaboration of a bunch of amazing people, because aren't we all amazing? Yes, yes, we are. So we're all making the same concept of a thing. This month, it's garments. Yep, a garment, any type of garment, right? Evidently for me, I forgot socks are garments. I know, it's weird. I get it, whatever. But down in the description, I'll have the list of all the months throughout the year and everything, what we're working on. So if you want to play along, feel free. You don't have to be a content creator. If you'd like to go check out the Facebook page, that's linked down below too. And you know, that's anyone who wants to share pictures, ask questions, what have you, there you go. And it doesn't even have to be for this month's theme of garments. Yeah, so the reason I was joking about that with the socks is I was bringing that up last week and talking about that, you know, and possibly working on some of the sweaters that I have on the needles and the hooks right now that I, you know, let languish, because yeah, that's just, yeah. Like I've got, my sweater needs sleeves. My husband's sweater, I need to rework the neck. My granddaughter's sweater, I need to go from the neck about here, because it's bottom up, right? Whatever. But need to go from about here and then finish the collar, however I'm doing that, and then put a hood on it, right? So I've got a lot of different things. But I've recently done baby sweaters, got those done. There you go. And, you know, typical, right? When we're told what we're supposed to do, and especially in areas where we do have that opportunity, we can kind of be rebellious. You know, I'm not supposed to start any adult sweaters, right? But yeah, if you've seen the last couple of days, you know darn good and well, I did. I started. Yes, I was a little naughty, and my husband busted me out. He is hilarious. He's like, woman, what are you doing? Busted! I'm like, what? I didn't do anything. He's like, you're not supposed to do anything else. You're not supposed to cast anything else until my sweater's done. I'm like, yeah, I did. I cast it on. It's like, you're not busting me. I could do it. Yeah, my best childish voice. I'm just telling you, there is something about that. I am generally a responsible individual, and I do the things that I'm supposed to do because, again, I'm a responsible individual. But there was something about casting on something, right? That says, yes, I wanted to do that, right? I mean, I didn't end up going to Estes this year. And, you know, I ended up hanging out local yarn store day, or knit in public day. That's what it was, right? Which is just play with your yarn. Okay. My friend who went with me and everything, she was crocheting. She's making granny squares. I was knitting. It's yarn. Okay. They might call it knit, whatever. No one's going to question it, you know? So, I had this yarn. It's pretty and I haven't worked with it before. I'm like, yeah. You know, and I know you're getting sick of seeing this, but yes, look at that. It's so pretty. Look at that. So this is, the pattern is called Kaylee. The yarn is called Myrtle. It's Queensland Collection. I am using a yarn I don't normally use. And I got 7 of them. And what I realized, I got 7 because, yeah, I got hips. I'm just going to say, hey, we all have parts. I'm just going to go there, right? And it said 7 was for the extra large, double extra large. Well, in most things, I'm wearing an XL. This is an XL, right? You know, yeah, okay, it's the thing. I mean, whatever, be proud of it, wear it anyway. And it says for that size, I need 7 of these. And if I went for the medium large, yeah, that one, which has a bust of 41.5 inches, I would need 5 skeins. Well, I'm a little bigger than the 41.5 and definitely a lot smaller than the 50. One, which is, you know, like that's a 10-inch difference. I don't want it big, huge like that. So I got 7 of them. I got plenty. I am on my 3rd skein, and I'm making the size for that medium large where it says 5 skeins, and I'm on my 3rd skein. Yeah. Well, I just started it, so I'm not like halfway through, but if you go by like balls, skeins and stuff, now I am long-waisted and everything. I might make mine longer than what they made theirs because that's a thing. But I'm close to half. I'm close to half. I mean, I showed this and everything, and like, look, see, I had a little marker in the front just to show me that that's the front, right? Because yeah, that's the front, right? And I split off at the sleeves, and I've got that beautiful lace. The lace is not beginner lace, by the way, but I did make it, right? So you have that really pretty lace right there. I mean, that's nice. And then see all that I've done here? That's from here. And that goes, yeah, it doesn't quite cover my entire bra, but it's close, right? So it's like going over the girls, right? Yeah, I'm there. And it's optional if you wanted to do waist shaping. Of course I want to do waist shaping. And then I got to flare it out like the Dickens for the hips. But see these markers? I got 4 of these around. And then this is the cool shaping. It's not directly like you just do a couple of them right here at the underarm. You've got them, you know, that tailored fit, you know, so right under the breast and everything, you got the darts kind of going down, and then in the middle of your back and everything, you've got the same ones going down, so you got the decreases. So you had to set up your markers where that was going to be. Yeah. And I got that taken care of. Like, here's how far 2 of the markers are. That's the front, and then the back is, where's it at? It's somewhere. And the back is closer, right? A little bit closer for those. Okay. So it's like, wow, that's pretty cool. And I'm really happy that I ended up with that medium size, because if I'd have made the bigger one, then I don't know who I would have given it to, because I wouldn't have worn it. It'd been too big for me, too not, and just, no, right? You know, so I'm decreasing in for the waist. It looks really big, but you know, it fits. It looks really big. I mean, things are deceptive. And that's pretty cool to get that far down. And this is my third of these things. There's like 185 yards or something in these things. Yeah. This is Queensland Collection. The name of the yarn is Myrtle, and it's a 100% lyocell vegan silk. I don't know what that is, but okay, I'll go with it. Whatever. It feels nice. It's soft. And yeah. And then the other thing that I'm thinking of, I got this sparkly. Yeah. So this says it's like a sport weight, you know, like a runner thread, you know, and I mean, it just, if that doesn't match perfectly, I don't know what does. So thinking about once I get down to where I'm going to be adding that other amount of lace, I might add in this sparkly sequiny thread and everything. What that'll do is, obviously it'll be a little bit bigger, because I mean, you're adding another thread, so you might change the gauge larger, which without adding stitches would flare out more. I'm down a couple stitches on mine. I am decreasing more for the waist shaping than what it says, by an extra few stitches. We'll see how that works out. So far, I'm liking the way that it is. I wanted it to come in a little bit more. And then for me to be ready for that lace, I'm going to have to flare out a lot more, because it has you decreasing for the waist shaping all around, you know, 12 stitches. Okay, you do decreases 3 times, 12 stitches. I'm planning on doing my decreases in 16 stitches. And then, I don't know, when I started going around, I had 205 stitches, and it said I should have had 208. So I'm already down 3, which I'm good with because I'm decreasing more. But what that means is I've got to increase even more, but I need that for the hips anyway, because I'm going to be putting that lace down at the bottom. Do I have a better picture without words all over it? Yeah, I do. I do have a better picture. Yeah, see, look. So you got that lace down at the bottom. And, you know, since it just flows from one to the next, you have to have that mathematically correct, right? So I might end up with like a peplum. I don't know. I'm really not sure. I don't know. I'll have to figure out how many stitches each. Okay, 16 stitches. So as long as I do whatever I'm doing, when I get down to that bottom, I have enough to do 16 stitch repeats. That might mean I add a stitch or 2. I've done that before. I definitely do that when I do like my granddaughter's stuff like this, because this is all in my head, you know, and I'm doing all this massive stockinette. Now, of course, she doesn't have waist shaping. Of course not. I mean, I'm doing an A-line for her. I'm flaring it, right? But all this stockinette going from here down, and then when I decided to do that lace, I counted how many stitches were around, and then I figured, okay, what can I do multiples of? And, oh, wait, I want multiples of 12, 13, 15, whatever it is. Oh, I'm too short. Well, I'm going to increase a couple somewhere, right? That's just how that works. So I might have to do the same math with this because I'm doing more decreases for the waist, and we'll see how many increases I want to do for the hips. And then adding that other thing. So I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it, but that's okay. So far, I am thoroughly enjoying this. What I didn't do, and I said I was going to, but I got home from work, and because last night I finished the second skein of that yarn. I got home from work and I attached the third skein and started going round and round and round. But what I was talking about doing, and just to show you, that's how much I did, right? See, so here's where I attached the yarn. So that's how much I got done today. Yeah, I mean, it's something, right? So what I was talking about doing is once I finished that second skein, because I'd be far enough down from working the underarm, is maybe go back and pick up all those stitches, make the sleeves, and then continue going down. Because, yeah, if you've been around for a while, you know sleeves are a thing. I don't know why sleeves are a thing. They're kind of like socks this year. Just going to throw that out there, right? I mean, I'll get all the stuff done and all the work. And I mean, I did the lace. I'm just going to say, I did that lace and stuff. Now I got more lace at the bottom. So I do have lace both ways, the bottom and the sleeves. It's not going to be anything different. But somehow I'll get onto that portion and have to do the sleeves. And then I'm like, ooh, did you see this new pattern? Yeah, I got yarn. I'm going to cast it on. And yeah, if you've not been around, cast on for me, it doesn't matter. I use the term cast on generically between knit and crochet. It basically means I'm starting something new. That's all there is to it. I'm starting something new. Whether it's with a hook or needles, I'm starting something new. And yeah, I tend to get that point. I could get the whole body of the sweater done. And then it's the sleeves. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play no more. I don't know why. Because I've got some really pretty things, and in some aspects, some of my sweater making skills is getting better. Not in everything. I was just gonna throw that out there, okay? Just, some things are better than others, and I'm working on it. Like I'm really working on trying to get that waist shaping right. I'm working on it. And then bust darts, I put bust darts in things. Working on it. And like this one had short rows. You did some German short rows for the back of the neck, and you know what I was thinking? Okay. So yeah, this is knit. So what? You can do the same thing with crochet, right? So my brain works like that. I'll interchange the both. It doesn't matter. Especially if you look at it, okay, it says to knit so many, well, do that many in single crochet. Get the concept. You see where I'm going? Knit, stitch, single crochet, knit, stitch, single crochet, right? You get that concept on that. So on this, you're starting, because my brain's working, man. It's flying. Yeah, so you do the ribbing. Okay, so you can do ribbing in crochet. We know that. I prefer the knitted rib. I've done crochet. I've done knit rib. I've done, I learned how to crochet when I was 10. I've done some crocheted ribbing. But you do your ribbing however you want to do that, or your neck treatment. And then on this one, you're doing short rows. So you're just doing part of the row and going back and forth. You can do the same thing with crochet. You just single crochet part of the row, and then you come back and you go past that center point and you go over like 10 stitches, right? And then you come back and you go where you were and you go an extra 3 stitches and you turn, and you go back and you go an extra 3 stitches. You see what I'm getting at? And you keep doing that, and you do that for few rows, right? And you got that back neck built up like that, and then you start going with your pattern in the round. There you go. That's it. I mean, that's literally it. And you can build up that back neck and everything just like everything else, and then continue on with whatever your stitch pattern is. And I also look at that too. I have a different way of looking at things, right? Everyone's looking at these things. Now I know this one's knit, and I do have a crochet pattern too, right? So you can crochet it, you can knit it. And making this even before I bought the knit pattern, it's like, we'll just do everything the same way in single crochet. You might decrease it per rows, or you might leave it the same way and just make it huge, right? But it's all the same with the short rows and things along that line. So maybe it's my brain that just kind of works that way. I've looked at, and I haven't done it yet, but I wanted to do, you know, once I, you know, get that mystery time that we talk about, we've lost. The same thing with certain amigurumis. Now, if you look at a lot of the amigurumis, you're working in single crochet. I'm making a single crochet ball. I'm making a single crochet whatever. Like, okay, we got the Totoro here, right? You know, he's simple shaping. Remember? So look at that. You got some simple shaping or whatever like that. Well, okay, this is obviously a crochet pattern, right? I know I'm going way off topic, but why? You know, my brain's just flying. All right, well, I could do the same exact thing with knit. I could, and I really want to do that. Maybe not with this pattern. I might be able to find it again. It was a free pattern, but I made this like a decade ago, whatever. But same concept. Okay, so we know how to do the magic ring, right? Everyone who crochets knows how to do that magic ring and everything. And then you're just kind of increasing around and you keep that same, the typical, I want it as a flat circle. So you start out with, if you start out with 6 stitches, then you go 6, 12, 18. If you start out with 18 or 8 stitches, then you go 8, then 16, then 24, right? You got your certain pattern for your increases to keep that flat circle. You do the same with knit. You do, honest, you really do. So you can kind of interchange some of these, especially when, like, this is just all single crochet. You could do the same thing, knit it. And it's the same if you have something that's just plain knit stitch, right? And you're just increasing and decreasing and you do the things with the knit stitch. You could do the same. I swear you can. So I'm thinking of maybe doing that one time to come up with something just to show that proof of concept as far as that's concerned. And I look at that very similar to a lot of those graph books, because graphs just don't care. I'm just going to say they don't care what you do with them. They don't care what craft you're using, mosaic, Tunisian, weaving, knitting, crocheting, you know, tapestry crochet. It doesn't matter. It's a graph. It's a beautiful drawing. You do what you want to with it. You're only limited by your imagination. But I just realized all of that stuff, all of my single crochet things, I could knit. All of my knit things like little amigurumis and dolls and stuff, I could crochet. And I think that's just fantastic. I've gotten way off topic. I do apologize for that. I'm not going to cut it because that's just me. That is just me going off on a tangent and being authentic and just, that sounds weird too. Whatever, I'm going to leave that too. But it's just how those things work. We get excited and we have fun and stuff. And I don't even know how that related to here. But there you go. That's this. I was originally planning on each week each week this month, for we're doing garments, of wearing a handmade sweater that I've got, because I do have more than 4 that I have done that I could, you know, wear that. But, you know, I wore this to work. I'm like, I just didn't want to do that and stuff. Yeah, they said I look like a nurse today because I had solid pants on and everything. So then I put on my tennis shoes. I'm like, well, then I guess I don't need to wear high heels. So that was fine. But yeah, they were teasing me. It's cool. But I'm looking at this and how much I have just been excessive on this. Yeah. You know, another reason I turned off social media yesterday and I got some stuff done. I don't generally, you know, go through Facebook and stuff and scroll. My Facebook is yarn related. Yeah, it is. It's yarn related. It's not family. It's not everything else. It's yarn related ads and, you know, and if it's anything else, I delete that crap. I just want the yarn stuff. But I found recently, there's a term, I didn't know this term, my son said it, doom scrolling. You're like on it and you're just flicking. You're like, what are you looking for? You don't even know. And then you know, it's like you get that dopamine hit when you get a beautiful thing of yarn or something colorful or patterns or whatever, and you just keep flicking. And then before you know it, the day's over, you've got nothing done. It's bedtime. You don't feel good because you just did that all day. And I found myself, I've been doing that recently. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like the way it made me feel. That's, like I said, that's more of a recent thing for me. That's just not, I've not been, you know, Facebook addicted, and I'm like, no, turn that stuff off. So it doesn't matter, you know, So I got knitting done yesterday. It's probably why I'm like all chipper. I'm like, woo, I got to do things I like to do. And that was really it. So, if you do have that, I just turned on my YouTube and watched the channels that I watch and stuff. I like that. But the little scrolly thing, no, I turn it off. If I gotta go walk in the other room and say, hubby, help me, because this is so much more fun. Oh my gosh, this is so much more fulfilling and gratifying in everything else. And if I need his help to make me leave that thing alone, I will ask for his help, because yeah, I was doing that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't know if you do that or if you've ever done that. Nope. That's gone. So for that matter, I don't have any games on my phone. Not even solitaire. I have no games on my phone, because I know if I put a game on my phone, I'm gonna play that stupid game and then nothing's gonna get done. No, So walk away, right? I'd rather do these things. These things make me happy. Those things don't. This makes me happy. And I like being able to come here and talk about happy stuff, right? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Let me know what you're working on. Do you think you're gonna get it done? If I push, I could get this done, because it's got little sleeves. I could do it. I could do it. Do you have faith in me? I have faith in me. I can do it. And then the other part is because, you know, my husband's like, you're not supposed to do that. Naughty. I think that excites me more than anything. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.